Hello, I'm IBX toycat, and welcome back to another live stream on the internet. So, as you might have seen from my news video earlier today, the background gameplay, I was placing sand in my end, and I realized as soon as I finished with that shulker box that like, oh god, I need a lot more than a couple shulker boxes filled with sand. In fact, one actually blew up. It's a whole tragedy that you'll see in like a month when I finish the project. But basically, a bad thing happened, I lost some sand, and I realized I need so much more sand anyway, so we need to grab ourselves some shovels. I don't think we have many working shovels, so I guess it's Silk Touch number, you know, we use this one instead maybe? Efficiency 1 it is, I guess. So we're going to grab ourselves a couple of shovels, we're going to grab ourselves a couple of shulker boxes, and we're going to, one's got seeds in it for some reason, and we're going to destroy another desert. Because one of the things you might not know about this world is that I destroyed a entire, you know this, I'm not going to pretend you don't. I destroyed a whole desert, I needed the sand, and then I made some glass, and then even after all of this entire desert was destroyed, covered in torches, again, looks kind of silly, but it was necessary, I still have this problem, well, I need more sand. So we need to destroy another desert, and we can't just do a small desert like this one here. We have to pick a fairly reasonably sized desert, and it has to be in a logical place, which is why it's in, you know, I feel like the best way to do this is to start with this desert over here. As you can see, this desert is reasonably sized. As you can also see, it's in the prime location, like near the Nether Fortress, that actually can kind of add to an existing build. So we're going to start destroying the desert in a like particular area, like maybe a big square of it, just to kind of contrast with the areas around it. So yeah, right over here, I reckon. Actually, a little bit closer to the Nether Fortress. I want it to really be at the very edge, although not too close to this farm here. We're just going to start destroying all of the sand here, and we're going to be putting it in these shulker boxes. Except because they're sand shulker boxes, look at the high quality maneuver I can make right here. We're going to make them yellow to signify that sand's inside of these. Because, again, if you don't know, I actually blew up an entire thing. Like, in fact, none of you know. It's a tragedy that happened while just after I finished recording something yesterday. I accidentally used a bed without realizing it. I blew it up, I killed a villager, which means I have to get another villager from the overworld, and I also blew up a shulker box. I didn't know you could blow up shulker boxes, but apparently you can. I didn't realize that was a possibility, and yeah, I've lost my whole thing now. It's rough. So hello, welcome to day 3 of Streamers. How are you doing? Thank you very much to Romo the Pebble for the first super chat of the stream with the Bulgarian Levs. I think that's what BGN is, right? Bulgarian Levs. But thank you very much for the super chat. Do appreciate it. But yeah, hi everyone. How's it going? You having a wonderful Saturday? I've been having a pretty good one. Like, this sounds really silly to any normal person, but this is a live stream, so I can, you know, I'm encouraged not to be a normal person, probably. It sounds really silly, but like, I'm back from America for like, and I'm back from traveling for like the longest time I think I would have been for a while. Like, it's gonna be at least 6 or 7 weeks till I go somewhere. Gonna get that itch in a while of like, I need to go. Why haven't I been in an airport in so long? So it's gonna be a whole thing that I'm like a little bit on that level. I know it's a ridiculous thing, but like, let's be honest, right? Life is ridiculous. Like, everyone has ridiculous needs and wants and desires, and that's normal. That's okay. On the 3rd day of Streamers, toycat gave to me sand, just sand. Let's be fair, right though. Here's the thing about sand. Although you might think, oh, it's just sand. Sand is rough and it is coarse and it does get everywhere. So you gotta remember that. Also, toycat, take the sandstone too. Yeah, I generally might take the sandstone this time as well, which I didn't do last time. Just as a fun little contrast to like, again, I don't want to just repeat the same project. I want it to distinctly be different, but like, you know, I want it to be the same, you know, we get the sand from a place without destroying something. Also, play QCraft for me. Thank you very much for the offer, but I do not play QCraft based on that thing right there. Also, thank you, Moo, for the first Streamlabs donation of the day. Again, if you're gonna tip, if you feel like giving some money to strangers on the internet so they say your name, best way to do it is via Streamlabs, like Moo has done right here. Moo, double moo, will you moo? This is terrible. You know, there is someone who is obsessed with cows who is like also obsessed with me, and I don't know. It's a very interesting feeling to have. Also, Chungo's serial official just tipped $1. Thank you very much. Do appreciate it. Oh, I played around Streamlabs yesterday. We fixed a few things so that if you use the link down below, you get longer messages as well. So like again. All it is like, if you want to use YouTube, sure, like YouTube takes a cut. A lot of people are just like, you know, they have opinion rewards, or if you have YouTube Premium, you get a free super chat. I get that, but I fixed it, so that's a thing. Anyway, so I have an issue that's, I have something I want to talk about that's kind of, actually, I was going to say it's off topic. It's the only on topic thing I think we'll ever talk about during one of these streams, so, you know, get ready for this. toycat's about to be on topic after the video game Winnie got left for a redstone engineer. But yeah, here's the deal, right? So I met someone. Yeah, I met someone. When I travel, sometimes I meet some people to like get a feel for their things in the area. So I met someone from Utah recently, and as part of the, it's actually a regular on the stream. It's a sponsor on the channel. If you don't know, a member of the channel. That's right. By becoming a member like Toxic Lemonade, you can be remembered by toycat or forgotten about by toycat. I mean, really, it depends on absolutely nothing. But so thank you very much for becoming a member on the channel, which now says channel member. I fixed that too. Again, look at me. I'm like a real live streamer now. I actually know what pops up on stream when I say things. And yeah, he's taking advantage of the new emojis, because when you're a member, you get fun emojis. It's great. But yeah, so I met someone recently, and they assumed, because the way I would always drink is I always have like sometimes a can, sometimes a glass, and I'd put like a straw in it, and I'd be drinking it during the stream. And I realized if you look at all of my containers, they're non-clear, right? There could be anything in here. I could be a functioning alcoholic, like, yeah, it's water, I promise. But like, because I realized like that looks too, it looks kind of suspicious, and some number of people have been assuming that I've been like drunk on every stream, and you know, a lot of my behaviors are more forgivable when you're drunk, right? You know, actually, I wonder, like, you know, if you started a Minecraft while drunk and you only played it while drunk, what would you achieve? Have I just invented an idea for an experiment? Only £2, spent all my money on booze yesterday, says you failed, bro. Perfect. Perfect way to tie into what I was just saying, right? But like, what if that's what a lot of people have assumed this whole time? And then I realized, like, wait, should I correct their assumptions right there? If people think that I'm drunk and I'm only fun because I'm, you know, inebriated, maybe it'll be less fun if I'm like, oh, actually, all a lie. Actually, it's over the whole time. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make both groups happy here, because I'm not drunk on all these streams, sadly. But so there's plausible deniability. Today I'm drinking Crystal Geyser water. It's not even sold in the UK, as best I know. I got it on the plane last time I came back from America. No, actually, I got it the time before that. But anyway, I've got a bottle of very clear water right here, and then we're going to confuse things. It's going to look alcoholic because we're going to put a straw in that. That went a bit too far in. But we're going to put a straw in here. So straws usually indicate alcoholic drinks, right? But it's a plastic water bottle. Am I drinking a water bottle for a straw? Is that what's happening here? Or is this actually clear, or is it a trick? And let's confuse things more in case you're like, no, toycat, it's water. I'm not being fooled by this one. What if we take something that looks like a bottle of something more, or maybe it's water, who knows, and we pour this in there too? Who knows what I've just created right here? I don't know, that's for sure. But yeah, is toycat, you know, drinking alcohol or not? The game can continue. So tasty. Tastes like hydration and or the opposite of that, because alcohol dehydrates you, fun fact. Hey, can't stay because SpongeBob, but wait, what? Can't stay because SpongeBob? Of all the reasons, man, Julia, full pace. But thank you very much for the super chat regardless. It means a lot to me. Could be vodka, might be vodka. Who knows for sure, right? But yeah, what we're gonna do is we're gonna leave that up to everyone to question. And now you can believe both sides of it, right? Like it's called plausible suspension of disbelief, maybe. I'm giving you all the disbelief you need if you want to believe I'm either sober or drunk. Because again, actually, I think because of the new child-friendly rules, I think it's very clever on a business level to be like, hey, I hate children. Also, here's some 18+ activities. What else can you only do at 18? Like, I don't know, like do some drugs, inject a needle into myself. You know, honestly, I would love to inject it. Like, not if anything, like, because, you know, sadly, this is a tragedy. I've never been, like, you know, super into any hardcore drugs. But I've always thought it must be fun to, like, inject yourself and have, like, I don't know, like, there's a certain power and, like, you know how your body thinks it can control you? Like, oh, yeah. Also, what do you have against deserts, says for a bell? You know, the thing I have against deserts is that they're filled with sand, which is rough and coarse, and it gets everywhere. It's just the worst. It's just the worst. Schrodinger's toycat, both sober and drunk all at once. That isn't very Christian of you. Exactly, or is it Christian of me? You know, like, I don't know. Plausible deniability and everything. Am I destroying a desert right now? Or are you having a fever dream? You're in a coma right now, and all you can hear are the words, wake up, faintly in a Minecraft live stream. But you think it's real life, so you don't realize that that's the real world speaking. You know, who knows for sure what's what anymore? The title sounds suicidal. It does a little bit, actually. Let's destroy another desert. I almost wanted to put an extra S in there just to annoy people. Because one of the things that annoys me to this day is the fact that desert and dessert are spelled very similarly but not quite the same. Also, thank you very much for the $2 super chat. You know what? Thank you for money. It's appreciated. It goes in a big pile. And then I use the pile to make jokes about money and stuff. Moo, I want to be a milkman so I can spread the happy milk. You know, as soon as I increase the amount people can give, the length of the messages that people can give via Streamlabs, do you know what happens immediately? This happens immediately. We get the super chat from Moo that just, why is this a thing? Why, you know, this is the world we live in. But yeah, also, thank you very much for Rebel and to Moo indeed. You know what, should I be thanking Moo or should Moo be thanking me really? These are the questions we should be asking ourselves. Where I am, you can't buy rubber cement, a type of glue, until you're 18, because apparently kids use it as an inhalant. And then a 16-year-old me just had a dumb project due, man. Oh, I had a similar thing when I bought spray paint once. The guy at the store was like, you know we can't sell this to under 16-year-olds. Under 16-year-olds. And we're like, oh, we just want to paint this guy's wall. And then he's like, okay, but promise you won't use it for anything like that, any, like, graffiti and stuff. And we're like, I promise. If I'm not mistaken, the guy was with, he did paint his wall, but I think he also used it for graffiti. So, you know, he wasn't lying, except when he directly lied. Also, Valkyrie Goddess, thank you very much. I love your work. Keep it up. I try my best to make my work lovable. You know, even calling it my work sometimes feels weird, but I'm glad you like it. Again, like, I'm hopefully going to get, like, more further into the swing of it. That's why I'm streaming every day alongside doing all the fun video stuff I want to do. Like, I've got a lot of things I'm looking forward to doing over the next few weeks. I've never been so, like, motivated and empowered, I guess. Keyboard cleaner is the same in the USA. Is it really? Also, I think Alina Khan is from the USA. Maybe it's state by state, but yeah, no, I bought the keyboard cleaner online so many times. Is it because the can you can like get high on it or something? I have some of it lying around here actually. Keyboard cleaner. You know, this is what I really do before these streams. Also, thank you, Moo. Please milk a cow for me. Big. I just don't understand. You know, are they enjoying themselves? I sometimes wonder, like, crazy people on live streams, is that like a clever thing, you know, like distinguish yourselves or what? Also, thank you so much, Ick, for the £5 super chat. I assume Ick is like, I don't know, but like, I do know, you know, I know. And they know £5 pretty well. And you know, I know you're £5 as well. Really appreciate it, Mr. IK. IK. Oinky King. I don't know, you know, I'd make you a rap, but I don't know how to rap, or even what your name means. Schrodinger's lie. Exactly, it was both a lie and not a lie at the same time. By the way, Schrodinger's, you know, do you want to talk physics for a bit? Because you know I love physics talk. Schrodinger's cat is actually like, even though it's used in like media all the time as like, oh yeah, look at this thing. It's a very real example of this. Schrodinger's cat was kind of like a parody of the current understanding of quantum physics. Because it says how quantum physics basically doesn't make sense. It's not a real thing. You can't actually have a cat in a box that is both dead and alive. And it's to prove the point about quantum mechanics. Because we've got this real problem in physics where we know really well how the world of very big things work. And we know very well how the world of very small things work. Roughly. But because, you know, big things and small things, it should be the same way. Like every particle in the universe should technically be affected the same way, but it really doesn't. Like once you get down to a certain level of subatomic things, everything gets weird, and that's why quantum mechanics make no sense to anyone. But yeah, one of the interesting things is like the only way you can really gel them together is when you have this weird thing of like, oh yeah, so the way things work is they exist one way, and then if you look at them, they exist another way. And it's like, you know, I don't know, like to me it's like, oh yeah. So as long as you imagine rather than measure, it works perfectly. And then when you start measuring it, it's awful. Hey, you inspire me to start a long-term Bedrock survival, making a giant sugarcane farm right now. Hey, that's awesome, DJ. I love how many people I've inspired, it seems, based on these things. I love that about Minecraft, that like, you know, some people want to do it, they're not sure what to do with, and then they see a world, they're like, yeah, I'd love to have a world like that. And I feel like that's the most powerful thing you can do with Minecraft. So I'm glad I can do that in some way. Also, thank you so much, Oops, for the A449 super chat. Like, A449. Toycat, each of Souls, Worlds, Universes, Motraverses? I've never heard the term Motraverses before. Does anyone know what it means? I don't even know. Also, let's take a drink from my water, or maybe pure alcohol. Who knows for sure? So tasty. Am I getting hydrated, or am I slowly going insane? Who knows for sure? Schrodinger's thing. My problems don't exist if I don't look at them. I mean, it is true, right? It's, as long as you don't observe your problems, are they even there? I've always thought, like... I used to always think back in school, like, man, why did teachers have to keep calling me out on this, like, homework thing? I never did homework. I think I mentioned this before. I should know man the kneecaps. Thank you, Styrosk. You're the person from the terrible but apparently funny joke about, what was it, like, people keep telling me I'm a... Whatever, it was funny. Good job, Mr. Styrosk. See, recognize the name. See, I recognize humor. That's a thing I can do. I'm anti-homework. Yeah, I don't think anyone should be pro-homework. The only explanation I can think of being pro-homework is like, it sucked so bad and I had to do it, so everyone should have to do it. And I mean, like, that's one way to approach life. Like, you know what? I was beaten as a child, so everyone should be beaten as a child, really. Makes me a stronger person. But that's, you know, the reason that's the thing is because people have to justify the bad experiences somehow. And people can justify homework like they can justify being beaten as a kid. Also, I philosophically identify as a moo and would encourage you to as well. You know what? I don't have words right now, but I can say thank you for the super chat, moo. But yeah, no, the thing about homework is it's like, it teaches you from an early age, like, oh yeah, you know work life, it's like a balance between those two things. Nah. work, more like. There's going to be a place where you have to work, then there's going to be a place where you don't have to work, but also you'll get punished if you don't work. And you might think that's exactly like working. But because we're only allowed to have you at school for, what, 25 hours a week or something, you better believe we're going to say that there should be 50 hours a week spent on homework. It's like lazy version of actual work. Also, homework sucks, I agree if toycat says oops. Hey, I'm glad you agree, Mr. Oopsie Man. I'm pro optional homework. It's why I did so well in calculus in BC high school. No, but here's the thing. If you remove actual homework, people would be encouraged to do optional, you know, like, they'd be encouraged to look into stuff themselves. Some of my favorite, yeah, like, I've got a similar experience of, like, some of the best things I ever did in subjects was where I was like, oh, I finished all the work, but I want to learn more. And then I dove into the book and I read like 10 chapters in advance. Then when it came up, I was already familiar and I could have it explained through a different lens. Like, those were some of my... That was when I did the best in any lesson. Like, there are some things that you might be naturally talented in, but encouraging interest in things is way more important than trying to get a certain amount of work out of the way. Because 90% of schooling is about encouraging your interest, right? 90% of it. Also, Streamless is yes, loving the daily streams from New York, says Edward Partlow. Hey, I'm glad you like him. Honestly, whenever I do something like this, I'm like, you know what, does anyone really care? And it's like a big, I don't know, you can get stuck in a whole thing for a while. Oh man, you acknowledging my existence is a weird one. Never doing that again, says DJ. You know what, I'm sorry for acknowledging you, DJ. Wait, is he tricking me with reverse psychology? Probably not. Let's torture him a little bit then. So, you know what, DJ, the Bedrock survival person who's working on a sugarcane farm right now. Yeah, I bet it's great to be you, DJ. I bet you've got your drink in one hand. You're enjoying the weekend, probably, right? Yeah, that's a thing. Covering more off the end, toycat, says the guy Alan. Hey, you know my secrets, you know my plans. But yeah, things are looking good in the toycat world. I'm looking forward to the next one on the channel. Also, do you like this little square we've made? We've sadly hit an edge on this side. Actually, we can go like one more block, and then we've got to start going in a different direction. Have you been to Texas yet? Says Gabriel Alviso. Or Gabriel Alviso. I don't know why I'm trying to say that in Mexican way. I'm assuming that's Spanish-based, right? Like, Alviso is definitely not... actually, maybe it is. You know, I could be wrong. So, Alviso, now you're Spanish, Gabriel. Also, just good foresight. Some homework is good, but too much homework is bad. Also, homework is most of my life right now. See, and that's the thing when... There's this thing... Okay, so, like, I really do believe... I know it's, like, a impossible goal to set, but you should be able to very easily... Like, when you're passionate about something, you work so much better, faster, harder, stronger, etc. than you do when you're not passionate about something. The only reason school should exist is to encourage passion. Homework... No one's ever been like, oh yeah, love homework. I wish they'd set more. Not a single soul. Besides like that one kid in class that, by the way, everyone had someone like this, right? Where they're like, They only liked homework because they knew other people wouldn't do it, and they could like, oh yeah, you're gonna get in trouble now. Authority figure's gonna get you. And it's like, okay then, sure. Guess that's your thing. I'm Welsh, says Alina Khan. I'm Welsh, says Reese Hickson. You know, I love the I'm Welsh joke. Is this gonna stick with us all through Streamless? I hope it does. Because you know, on today we can all be Welsh. That's a thing. On the third day of stream, on the 3D stream of Christmas, Toycat gave to us a partridge in a pear tree. Wait, we can make that Minecrafty. A shovel in a sand block. Yes, my name is Spanish. Hey, thank you, Gabriel Avizio. I hope I'm getting it right. Again, the way I speak Spanish. Okay, this is the most offensive thing I think I do without even knowing it. Like, I'm not doing this to be offensive. It's just my instinct. Also, thank you, Move, for the super chat. But yeah, to answer your previous thing, Gabriel. He said, have you been to Texas yet? I have been to Texas, actually. I really, really like Texas. Clearly one of my favorite states. Also, thanks for acknowledging my comment. Here's my tax. You're welcome. I am glad that you give me the money which turns into the life force, which is how I bought fried chicken. By the way, you know, everyone who was like, oh yeah, Toycat, you're making a fun joke about buying fried chicken and the money. Notice how I went to America and I got Popeyes, which, if I'm not mistaken, is fried chicken. I don't know what else it could be, but like, because it says like a rare like it's Louisiana fried, but I don't know what that really means. Oh, anyway, here's my offensive thing I always do. So I've whenever I'm in a different country where the language is different, as they sometimes are, like when I go to France, people speak to me, and I swear to God I'm not trying to do this. I'll like, you know, if it's like a place where I know English is accepted, I feel bad for not speaking the language, so I'll speak with a stereotypical like French accent. Like they'll be like bonjour, and I'll be like hello, and it must be like the most irritating thing in the world. But I'm not even trying to. Same with like trying to get your name Spanish. I just said it the same way I normally say it, but in with this at the end, and it's like this is just me being offensive. Toycat, dye the bed, please. It hurts me. Do we have any dye on us? Oh, we don't. Guess we're sleeping in a white bed like the peasant we are. Actually, can we find any dye near here? What's the nearest dye to me right now? Chat, tell me, there's dead, oh, there's a yellow flower over there. I don't want a yellow bed. I guess, it, you know, it fits the theme. Let's get a yellow bed. Let's do that. Uruguay is a great country. You know what? Uruguay is my favorite country in South America. Actually, I feel like South America is probably not very pro-gay. So Uruguay is probably green dye. I'd have to dye a cacti, you fellas. I was gonna say something more polite, but you know what? You've drawn me to my last straw. I've called you fellas. I've finally done it. So let's make. Oh, wait, did I dye the empty shulker boxes? I conveniently did. I didn't even try, but okay, whatever. Yellow bed it is. For the one person out there who did not like it before, here you go. My bed is now officially yellow. It was all yellow, you could say. Are you having a stroke? Did you get the famous Popeyes sandwich, Toycat? I actually did. I entirely forgot that Popeyes was the place of the famous sandwich. And then I got there and I was like, oh, it says limit 2 per customer. I guess I have to get one now. Like, I otherwise wasn't going to get a chicken sandwich because, like, chicken sandwich just doesn't sound appealing. Chicken burger sounds like, oh yeah, hype for that. Chicken sandwich sounds like, we have chicken, we're putting it between 2 bits of bread. And I know that's what a burger is, but like sandwich, you know, like, it just doesn't sound exciting. Sandwich sounds very, you know, like I just need to eat, I'll put a sandwich in me. Burger's like, yeah, I go to the burger place because I'm in a burgery mood. You know, it's, you feel that way? Anyone else agree with that? Wait, you know what, chat? What do you think sounds more appealing? Chicken burger or chicken sandwich? Go now. Go now. Just appealing. Ignore where it's from. Ignore the context. Chicken burger, chicken sandwich. That's all I want to hear. Also, YouTube Nile Red made moonshine from toilet paper. Sounds pretty crazy. Sounds pretty crazy. I don't have anything to add to that otherwise. But thank you for the super chat, Boxman139. Okay, so chat is... Ooh, it's close actually. So we got... Burger is coming out slightly more. Yeah, see, okay, here we go. Burger implies sauce and salad, says Jessica Clark. Yeah, exactly, right? That's the difference there, I think, in my opinion. Like, and there was only like pickles or something on mine, so my sandwich. Whereas a burger would have had a nice sauce going on there. Thoughts on whether solvent abuse can kill instantly, notices the back of every aerosol, might or might not encourage them using suicide. This is really dark, maybe. So I'll clarify this by saying this might be a joke in case it depresses you, and then you can imagine it's a joke. I totally, honestly, reading that, at one point I was like, you know, at one point, when I was a teenager, I was on the let's not be alive anymore train, you know? I was hyped to end that whole life thing. And one of the things I attempted was like, says can kill instantly. Heck yeah. That's what we're going for here. I think I sprayed it like as far back in my mouth as I could go. And it was like, I could not get that taste out of my mouth for weeks. So I think we should put on there like, hey, solvents tastes bad. Then you'd be like, oh man, I don't like bad tasting things. You know, I want to die, but I don't want a terrible meal on the way. Why do I keep de-stroking deserts? Are you having a stroke? I'm getting confused now. Grass, that tastes bad. Did you watch YouTube Rewind? I did. It's a top 10 list. That's a YouTube video. But yeah, I had a whole. No one talks about Minecraft and Nintendo consoles. It's because Minecraft Switch sucks. It's the real juice here. It states it would taste bad. Now you want to see how bad it really is. Oh, that's a good point. You know, you've convinced me there, dank magician. So Harriet Riddle, someone's. I guess there's no way to warn people about something without them doing it. It's like wet paint signs. You always touch them. If you don't touch them. The one time recently I haven't touched a wet paint sign was because I was with someone who immediately touched it, and I was like, now I don't need to. Now I can tell. Like when a sign says something, you gotta prove it wrong. This is the me thing of like, you know, I don't listen well to authority. First toycat tax. Good to finally catch a stream. Hey, thank you, a party 109 for the $5 super chat. I really do appreciate it, and a thank you for the toycat tax. As we all know, that's how we pay for toycat roads and toycat what else tax things pay for. And I appreciate you contributing to the system, or something along those lines. I don't know what I'm doing with this joke here. I enjoy. Well, I don't even know what that is, but I'm concerned. When any word that has two S's in there followed by a Y, you got to be cautious of. You got to be very cautious of. That's my experience of the internet. I play Minecraft Switch as well. Yeah, no, it doesn't really work too well. Repair your shovel. My shovel can only be repaired by your super chats, you see. Toycat infrastructure. I mean, there is a lot of infrastructure in this world. I said this before, and it's probably the most boring sounding thing, but I think infrastructure is a genuinely fun thing to build in Minecraft. Can you say hello to my friend Jimmy, please? Hello, Jimmy, please. That is your name, according to your friend Enwood. Hello, how are you doing, Mr. Please? I hear you like to please those around you. That's definitely what this was asking me. So I'm definitely going to respond it. Electricity, danger of death, toycat touches anyway. Oh, I've always wanted to. When it says danger of death, I am admittedly like, but whenever it says like may hurt, it's like, boy, do I like that. There's this experiment that Vsauce did. I thought it was really interesting, where if you don't know Vsauce, science channel on YouTube. He's got like a YouTube Premium show. It's pretty good. It's one of the few good things about YouTube Premium because it's made by a YouTuber instead of by some random company. Anyway, so there's this experiment done in one of the big experiment things he did, and it was like he put a bunch of people in a room by themselves and made them wait 15 minutes, and then put like a button in there that just electric shocked them, and there's no phones allowed, etc. And just the thought of being bored of having nothing to do for 15 minutes made people just press the electric shock button, because it's like, I'd rather be in pain than feel nothing. And if that's not beautiful, I don't know what is. Also, bread sandwich or bun burger. Oh man, a bun burger sounds delicious, actually. Like, I tried the toast sandwich. Again, would recommend. But a bun burger actually sounds pretty good. Toycat, why'd you put your streams to slow mode? It's to prevent spam. If you have something to say more than once every 25 seconds, then I'm just saying, it's probably not high quality things. You know, it's like okay. I'll put this in simpler terms actually, because that sounds vaguely rude. Quality over quantity. I'd rather people chatted less and think about it for 25 seconds than over that. And the amount of spam it saves is good. Also, thank you very much, Jessica Clark, for the New Zealand $2 super chat. Do appreciate it. It has been a while, but it's good to see you here regardless. Something wild shifts still. Because in New Zealand, it's pretty late right now, or early. It's really early. No, it's like normal time in New Zealand, right? You know, whatever. New Zealand's this weird anomaly. Every time I go there, I'm confused by the world. Like, the time zone just does not make international sense. Taxation theft. So this is my toycat private chat for donation. That's what intended. Now that is a high quality super chat, John Spetnaz. 95% of people watching are confused by why I found that funny. But you know what? Good job. You know what? Good reference to an economist from what, the 80s? When was he popular actually? I have always found him to be interesting. You know, again, this is one of the things I always recommend is like, even if you disagree with the economics behind something, listening to the people who actually propose the ideas themselves is always fascinating. Also, thank you, Salvatore Fagarino, for the high $4.20 super chat. You know what? I wish it was $4.20 in here. Am I right? I don't know what I'm saying.
What music do you listen to?
Whoa! Thank you very much, Observe Dot, for the New Zealand $20 super chat. You know, New Zealand dollars. They're like regular dollars, but slightly less valuable. So I'm just kidding. So no, thank you very much, Observe Dot. The thing about music, the reason it's so rough for me to answer is like I really don't have any real listen. Like I've started listening to music on planes now as like while I focus on something. But like as far as like actual music genres, I'm not like, oh yeah, I love the music that comes in the rap genre and I listen to it. Oh, I'm not a music person. I find music to be like, and I find it to be a thing that doesn't make too much sense to follow. And I would like to like music and be like, yeah, I wanna, but I know like it to me it's like they are sounds I listen to sometimes, and then that's you know that's me. I listen to nice sounds that make me feel certain ways, and there's no like pattern between any of that music. I could share my I could probably share some form of like music list. I have Google Play Music because it comes free of YouTube Premium. I probably share like a music list at some point. But like the only clear genres are like I like songs that are in video games sometimes, often, and beyond that we're kind of in the middle of nowhere. So let's place down one more box. Oh, there's some sand in here. Perfect. So we're already doing pretty well of getting sand going. And let's bring this with us, shall we? So, by the way, chat, do you like the way this is looking? Our little square of desert that's missing? I think there's a nice charm to it, right? I think there's a nice charm to it. Also, Manly Minotaur 99 Gaming. I'm sorry, I missed your super chat because I was responding to the music. I was in the middle of a music rant. But, Manly Minotaur 99 Gaming says, after you're done breaking the sand, make a giant sandcastle along with a sand bridge. No, the thing is I'm like, I've got a very dedicated use for this sand and sandstone. So sadly, like a nerd, I'm gonna be sticking to that. So yeah, chat, tell me, how should I destroy the sandstone here? Should I just go for all of it? Or should I also destroy the stone here? Like, I don't know how to quite do this one. Because I don't want the andesite. Is this andesite? Diorite, I think. I really don't want the stone too bad. I just don't need it. Player genre sounds like a group of people that don't want to be in a long-term relationship. The player genre. Nice, I like that, I like that. Use TNT, leave the... You know, the TNT is not helpful. I need the blocks. TNT just... You know, until the 1.14 TNT change comes to Bedrock, that's not going to be worthwhile. But yeah, should I leave the stone here? And just get the sandstone? I could do that. Just sandstone, not stone, says Pig de Poo. Destruction is key, Toycat, go for it. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. Destruction is key, you say? Because yeah, I need a lot of sandstone to make like a village in my end. It's gonna be a whole fun thing. I thought you quit this project, says Joe123. It's a different project I've started that just coincidentally also requires the same resources. You might say that's a suspicious coincidence, and I would agree with your suspicions. That efficiency 5. This is just efficiency 4. Yeah, this is my thing. If you have a beacon and efficiency 5, you can actually insta break sandstone. I need to go get myself a beacon. I've been putting it off for far too long. What changed with TNT in 1.14? They made it so that when TNT destroys a block, it almost certainly block drops itself now. Whereas I could show you with TNT here, probably. Wait, I have gunpowder? I don't. But when you destroy TNT, when you use TNT right now, you only get about half the blocks you destroy back. Whereas in 1.14, it tries to be 100%. It's not quite, but it's very close to 100%. So yeah, I think that's a fun thing. By the way, no, it gives the desert an abstract look of floating rock. Oh, I love the word abstract in Minecraft because you can justify so many stupid things with it. So yeah, I'm gonna destroy it all besides the stone, and we're gonna have floating rock. It's gonna be delightful. Does Java have bees already? No, they're coming on Tuesday for Java and Wednesday for Bedrock. And I think, yeah, there's an exciting thing happening where Bedrock PlayStation 4 is finally gonna be here on next Tuesday, I believe. Like, it's not actually like confirmed, but we got a lot of things pointing towards it. Although we've had this before, so that should be mentioned. I want to go through it soon, actually. Like, oh yeah, here are the 3 things happening next week, because we might get even more things happening soon too. But now you just know what's going on and what we know about it. Gonna be here. Oh, you know, I missed a bee pun. I missed an insect-based pun, and I am severely disappointed in myself. I agree. I am justifying my life with the word abstract, says Niconia5. Yeah, you're just living an abstract life. I mean, you know, waking up every day way past the time the sun's out. That's just abstract. That's what you're doing. Go you know. Keep living your unique lifestyle that makes your parents question why you aren't a middle school. You know, that's abstract. That's what that is. Do you have any Christmas traditions? I personally don't. I have, like, honestly, like, I don't like family in the sense that I hate when people say, like, oh yeah, family #1. And it's like, well, I mean, maybe your family. Like, that, you know, like, you can like your family and not think that family's the most important thing. Like how, you know, I can like, I don't know, what do I like? I can like Crystal Geyser, natural alpine spring water. Mmm. So tasty that may or may not be alcoholic. I can like this Crystal Geyser, but I won't then. That has a weird taste because it's water, or maybe it's not. But why am I doing this? But you know, I think like you don't have to. Everyone doesn't have to like the same stuff. You know, things can be subjective, and yeah, that's my thought on wherever I started that thought. So I can't help. I accidentally insulted someone. What do I do? You double down to your insult. That's what you got to do. You got to be like, well, you know, earlier this week I accidentally said that your face looks a little bit like, I don't know, a pile of rubble. What I really meant to say is it looks like 4 piles of rubble, and that your parents probably beat you as a kid. But yeah, no, like family is Crystal Geyser is disgusting. I want to do a water taste test because I'm convinced I can't taste the difference between brands. Like I know I'm disappointed when I see Dasani but not because I don't like the flavor of Dasani. It's water, right? I'm disappointed because I'm like, oh, this is tap water that funds a giant mega corporation that isn't even like it's lower quality than a lot of tap water somehow because it's the tap water from one region of America and there's like places that have better than it. When I see Evian, I think, ooh, that's nice, but not because like, oh, it's so great. It's just because like, oh, yeah, I went to Japan once and they have a really big thing for Evian because it comes from France, and that's amusing to me. Like the only thing that affects the flavor of water to me is the associations that my brain makes without even really trying. So yeah, that's my take on this. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna buy a bunch of brands of water and do like a big water taste test. Like I could buy like all the UK brands of water maybe. That'd be a stupid video, but you better believe I'm gonna do it. I feel like Toycat's tools are always at the edge of breaking, says Salvatore Fugurino. Yeah, no, okay, here's the thing. This is conspiracy theory time with Toycat. Here's the thing. Every time I get close, even close to destroying him, like look at my pickaxe. This still has like 1,500 uses left in it. Maybe a bit less, maybe a bit more. You know, I'm calculating based on a bar, not exact numbers. It has so much left in it though, and there's still gonna be people who are like, Toycat, repair the pickaxe. And it's like, imagine, this is like the sort of person who's like, oh, Toycat, your milk expires in 5 days, throw it out now. You don't want it to be poison. And it's like, you know, you don't have to, like, you can get the most out of something. Like, or like, okay, imagine throwing away the cereal box because like, oh yeah, there's only 10% of the cereal left. And it's like, you could eat the 10% of the cereal though. And it's like, nah, let's just get a whole new box. And that'd be silly, right? That would be ridiculous. So, bottled water is a bad concept. They're not helping the environment by creating more plastic. Yeah, I agree. Anyone who drinks bottled water at home all day, they're just not helping the environment at all. I realized midway through that sentence that I was drinking a bottle of water. Although, to be fair, if you want to be real here, this isn't the not natural crystal geyser. This is a refilled bottle. I got it on a plane where you don't... Pro tip, by the way, never trust plain water. Like, even if you have to kill the environment, which you're doing on a plane anyway, so why not kill it a bit more with some plastic? Never drink water on planes. And ideally, not ice cubes, but, like, I like ice too much to... I like ice too much to complain. So, milk before cereal or cereal before milk? I've gone milk before cereal a few times. It's harder to get... You have to, like, push the rest of the cereal down, and at that point, just put the... Like, I love the idea of doing something the opposite for everyone else, just to upset them. You know, that's literally my whole YouTube career. He says he's drinking spiked water. Who knows if it's spiked, though? I don't, that's for sure. Okay, so let's put this... Oh, we're running out of spaces. We have run out of spaces, in fact. So I need to go put this dragon egg away, probably some sticks and stone. You know, all this stuff needs to go... Oh, there's a place for the coal. But yeah, we need to go put some stuff away. Probably grab another shulker box, then continue doing this a bit more. Because you better believe that's a thing we gotta do. I want to watch this man get drunk, says Peyton the Panda. Yeah, soon I'm considering doing some form of... Like, some point in the next 2 weeks, I've got to do a drunk stream. But the thing is like, because I'm streaming every day, I can't take a day of streaming the day after. So you gotta factor that in to the consumption levels. So what do we got going on here? Air New Zealand plain water is okay, domestically anyway. I talked to someone who works there about that. Oh, here's something really cool Air New Zealand does. Google this, by the way, because I didn't know this was a thing until like an airline did it, and I follow airlines because I'm a sad plane nerd. But Air New Zealand does something really cool where they now have edible coffee cups, and I think that's the smartest solution to like, we've got all this waste around. Starbucks is like, we're saving the environment by charging you for a cup. Or other companies are like, oh no, you know, turtles are dying, so we don't have plastic straws. That's how we're saving the environment, ignoring all the other things they do. And New Zealand it's a cup, but it's made, get this, it's a cup. It's, you know, it's like a cup, it's like a normal thing, but, you know, it stores things. But it's made out of, I think it's like biscuity stuff. It's not gluten-free, but you know what? That's a sign that gluten, what they call it, celiacs, killing the environment, basically. But yeah, I think it's pretty cool, personally. My uncle put himself... Okay, that's a comment I'm not reading the rest of. Nice 105 council, though. You know what? Gotta hand it to you for trying. So let's put this back down here. Did that respawn point set take forever to show up, or am I imagining it? Let's put the purple fruit in here. Sure, why not? Oh, sorry, chorus fruit in here. And then, do we need this bread? We do actually feed the villagers. Do I need this stone? Not right now. And now we have more space to grab some shulker boxes. We have no security or metal detector or passport needed to fly domestic. Yeah, I think New Zealand's really cool for that, actually. I want to say it might be... No, it's not true for Australia. In Australia, I had to go through security. It was lame. It was rough. They took my stuff. Yeah, it was actually really easy. Same with Japan, actually. Flying domestically in Japan is such a delight. Like, you can... Oh, wait. Okay, this is interesting to, like, 1% of you watching this right now. If you live in a major city, you probably have, like, a card that you can pay for your stuff with. If you live in London, it's an Oyster card. You live in Dublin, it's called a Leap card. Every major good city, you know, no offense, all the ones in, like, mainland Europe, they have, like, a card you can tap in and out with. Yep, no news to anyone, not too interesting. But, the shirt's transparent. I chose the wrong shirt to wear today. You know, I've made a clear mistake right here. One sec, let me fix this while we just stand in our desert nether. I'm gonna wear a less transparent shirt real quick. So, how's the weather? Pretty good, eh? Yeah, I love the weather in this part of the world. Okay, so I've got a new shirt just to fix the green screen issues. I hope this makes things better for you. Oh yeah, that's much better. Wait, how is the green not green screen, but the creeper is? Oh, that's weird. That's very weird. Kiwi shirt, says the bad llama. Sadly, I left that in America. I have to get that back sometime soon. The chair looks terrifying. What does the chair look like? Oh, you can't actually really see the chair. It's got like a... It's got a nice thing. Should we lift up the chair? Should we put it down, actually? Wait. If I put the chair down some... Wait, how do I... I don't know what I'm doing down here. You know what? This is a new chair. It's a whole fun thing. On a plane, have you ever gotten stuck to the toilet after flushing? I've always been terrified that I will. Same with a train, because it does such a fast suction. And I wish it was true that you did, because that would be funny to me. But sadly, that's not a thing. Again, it's a real tragedy. It's a very, very real tragedy. Anyway, let's go back over to the main world, because we're going to get some shulker boxes. Because we need more sandstone. Or more places to put it, rather. Hey, thank you, Alina Khan, for the £1.52. Gonna be around San Francisco for the break. Any suggestions on things to do? What is the break? What do you mean, the break? Like, you know, I'll be returning after the break. You gotta clarify. Jeez. Okay, so assuming winter break is a thing that I've heard of being a thing in America. So San Francisco, like, you know, you don't have to be ashamed to admit that, like, oh yeah, the Golden Gate Bridge is the thing everyone's there for, right? It's famously famous. It is, yeah, it's famously famous. That's correct to say. So you want to go to, I went to the wrong nether portal, by the way. Very embarrassing. Very, very embarrassing. Wait, what's in this box? Is this just more ores? This is just more ores. We're gonna leave this here because we need to sort through this at some point. I've got a lot of, like, I did a lot of mining that one video. We're gonna do some more. San Francisco sucks. The whole West Coast sucks, says Life of a Gold. So yeah, actually, you know, I was about to give you a big list, but according to Life of a Gold, San Francisco sucks, alongside the rest of the West Coast. So, I've got some bad news for you, Alina. You go into a place that sucks, and you should feel sucks. Also, I don't have enough money for Terraria. This will do, says Dat Drunk Hobo. Thank you for the Canadian dollars. I am going to Canada soon, so your Canadian dollars will buy me at least one fraction of a Tim Hortons. And isn't that delightful? Toycat, the shirt is green screen. I can see your chest through it. I just wish this was... I wish this was the right color of green for me to be a transparent man. I'm really sad. I need a greener shirt than this, clearly. I need a greener shirt. But yeah, going back to the San Francisco, because I was there recently. I've been like 3 times now to San Francisco. So, oh god, no, I forgot about the map wall. Oh god, oh, I forgot this is a thing. Yeah, San Francisco is a super hilly city. You gotta do like something, you gotta do like something exercise-based to take advantage of those. Like, I don't know, now scooters are a fun thing, because it's it's interesting city in that way. You gotta see the Golden Gate Bridge. There's like a couple of parks nearby it where you, oh god, no, I want where you can, there's a couple of parks nearby the thing you can see it from. I forget what they're both called, but like they're on either end of it. It might even be called Golden Gate Park. No, it's not. It's like Land's End, and then something else, and then something else. So you can go to one of those. And then of course, because San Francisco is one of the, like, this is just a weird fact about West Coast American cities. They're very, 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 very Asian. So like, because San Francisco is also California, which is very Mexican, it's like a weird mix. So you get amazing Mexican, you get amazing Asian stuff. So you can get the best bubble tea, or you can get the best Mexican food, or you can get them both together. You better believe that's a thing. You might want to meet one of my relatives, although they're Mormons, and I don't know their names. Mormons in San Francisco. That sounds like the plot of a sitcom if I've ever heard one. So, time to eat ramen every day. Exactly, right? But yeah, that's, it always feels weird to give people a recommendation, like, go to this city, eat food from another culture there. But, you know what? You know what the #1 thing America does? It's take other things and make it less healthy, which is, in other words, the dream. So yeah, we need to grab a couple of yellow dyes. I just don't know if I have flowers lying around anywhere. Oh, we do. We got 54 of them. Perfect. So we're gonna make a couple more yellow shulker boxes with nothing in. Hopefully it works that way. Although the other one's wheat anyway, so it's fine. Yep, I made a wheat shulker box by accident. Smoke wheat every day, am I right? So let's grab another one. Unless, you know, all yellow shulker boxes today. Probably shouldn't be making this many of them, actually. But it's fine. Drink water, says Sembatu Oren. Let's try... Wait. Because one of my favorite things is give people a bit of anxiety. Let's just fly forwards. And let's just leave on autopilot while we grab a nice little drink here. Mmm. Very, very, very tasty. It actually does have an interesting, like, taste. Like, I would say whatever was in that water bottle, whether it be other water... Oh, there's another desert well there. But whatever was in there, it actually has improved the flavor, I would go as far as to say. So yeah, I can't find... Oh, it's over here, my bad. So, you should drink water from Flint, Michigan. Now that is spiked water taken to a whole nother level. That is spiked water on a whole nother one. What are your thoughts on Karl Marx, toycat? I love Karl Marx. Is that sarcasm? Is that not? Who knows? It's funny. I was looking at I was googling myself for a video that I don't think I'm gonna end up making. But I was doing some research on me, and apparently the communist video thing is like always like, I know, like it's one of those like in-jokes just everyone knows. It's like, yep, it's your boy the communist, and I find it funny that that's like one of the things I'm known for, because I am so famously pro-communism, you know. Also, toycat gave to me a reason to leave work early. Hey, thank you, Edward Partlow. I missed it, I think. Did I? Maybe I didn't. Mix vodka with water, stay hydrated, ladies. That's a way of staying exactly neutral. If you're worried about being hydrated or being dehydrated, mix alcohol and water. Like, vodka water is a very common one, but like I guess any alcohol would probably work. And I can't work out, like, to this day, I only do it just to be, again, I like, one of my favorite things is to confuse people. I want people to be like, why are you doing, what are you doing? And then if I can get that from people, I can die happy, you know? Like, as long as people are genuinely confused by my life decisions, I feel like I've made the right ones. And so as a result, you know, vodka water, every time I order one, I think, well, you actually just have to order vodka and then you add water, because like you can't buy water here. But like you do that, and then they give you a look like this, and it's great. It's all I want in the world, because it's a very like, you know, like trendy, young West Coast America thing, right? So when you do it in a random town here, everyone gets wildly confused. What's the most confusing way to die? I think, confusing ways to die. I don't want to accidentally get struck down for encouraging suicide. So first of all, please don't kill yourself, or if you do, don't write IBX toycat in the suicide note, so I don't get in trouble. Second of all, what I want to say, you know, honestly, whoever invented the concept of the suicide note probably did more harm than good, or maybe more good than harm. Like, I wonder how many like I know there's gotta be a lot of them out there, right? There's gotta be a lot of sad messages written down on paper, because someone was out there like, oh, yeah, we'll just write these notes with all my thoughts in them before I die. You know what? You could share those thoughts while you're still alive, Mister. I have so many friends. I need to tell them what I think of them. Communism or fascism, which is better? As much as I love faces, everyone loves a good communism, right? No, it's funny because like I think I vaguely mentioned this in my video that like the very nature of, where's my other yellow shulker box? Have I placed it down already? Oh, it's up there. But I know they're both like 19th century ideologies, right? 20th century ideologies, really early 20th century ideologies, and pretty much all of the early 20th century ideas we've admitted now pretty bad. Like, everyone looks at no one actually, like, fascism is something you only ever accuse people of. No one ever is like, oh yeah, you know what I love? I wish I could be a super fascist. No one ever thinks that, because you know why? Because it's not a position people choose to defend, because it's from It's from that time period. But the one that sticks through that is always communism. People are like, oh yeah, you know, communism might have killed literally 9 digits of people. 9 digits. Think about how many... 9 is a lot of people to kill anyway. If I killed 9 people, you'd be like, why are you still streaming? Someone should arrest you. But you know, that's right. That's true. You kill 9 digits worth. You know, that's 9 orders of magnitude more than 9. That's like literally 11 million. Yeah, just 11,111,000, etc. And it's like, oh yeah, but like, really, it was a great idea, just poorly implemented. Imagine if you said the same thing about like any other thing from the same time period. Like, oh yeah, you know that mustache man that really liked the art in Austria? You know, went a bit, didn't go far enough. Didn't go far enough. That's his big problem. I just wish that he killed more people. Or like, I don't know, like, you know what I really think? You know, colonialism. It's biggest problem with it is we didn't colonize enough countries. If we could have prevented World War II if we just colonized Germany, right? And it's like, I mean, I guess so. I get, you know, you can't refute anything on the spot because when people say crazy enough stuff, you can't attack them with logic. So you just go, yeah, nice opinion, and you walk away. So yeah, I think it's wacky that like, it's the one ideology from that time period that you can't look at right now and be like, you know, that I guess still has defenders. And I wonder why that is. Like, you can't speak to anyone on a logical level about it, right? Because most people who are logical are like, oh yeah, actually, more of a, you know, they'll pick a different term, like social democrat. Or there's lots of like valid working terms. I'm Welsh, says Cryptic Cobra. Hey, I'm Welsh too. I'm not really Welsh. I wish I was Welsh. But no, thank you very much for the £1 super chat. I feel like, do you think that in-joke is going to last all week? Is that going to be our stream week? Is that going to be our stream week eternal in-joke? Because I feel like it might just end up being that way. Oh, so today, I'm Welsh. He's Welsh. He is Welsh. So if you don't know, I'm Welsh is the greatest super chat you can send if you want to let people know, like, I don't know what to say, but I'd like to say something anyway. When I go to the UK, I want to bring a vodka bottle filled with water and go around drinking it, confusing everyone. Maybe speaking Russian loudly. You've truly inspired me. I mean, it is a thing, right? I bet, so again, you're Russian, you live in Russia. I bet over there, drinking vodka, like probably legal age is super low, right? Like, you know, 14. I reckon it'd be super fun to do that. And the police, you know, they can't arrest you for drinking pretend vodka. They can probably confiscate the bottle. But that's a genius idea. You totally should. Hi Welsh, I'm Dad. My only political views are Welsh equals good. My political views are that I'm equals Welsh. You know, I just identify with the Wales over there. Je suis Welsh. Hey, we're going to that thing. Also, thank you very much, Dutt Master Smart, who says Guten Abend, Spielcats. So that means good evening, play cats, toy cat. I'm guessing. Spielkatze. Although I think it's meant to be Katzen, right? Because I'm a male. I don't know if that's true. I'm no German expert. You know, can we real quick rant about like the fact that different languages have like genders for different words? Like, who decides that keys are male and that, you know, cans are so, you know, this is a lady can. Look at its curves. I mean, look how purple it is. Actually, I think you can make a pretty good argument for a Pepsi Max can being a lady. But like, why are keys manly? Because they cut things? Okay, sure. What is a lighter? Oh, it's gonna be a girl, is it? Wait, there we go. Got a flame going again. Should we light another candle? Do you think that's what this stream is lacking? I reckon it is. I reckon there's a serious and concerning lack of candles and lighting going on there. If you give someone a non-alcoholic beverage and you leave them to be this alcoholic, they will begin to act intoxicated. Oh yeah, this is I love this effect. It's called I know with drugs it's usually called contact high, and everyone always makes fun of people for it. And you know, okay, wait, if you are under the age of whatever your drinking age is in your jurisdiction, at some point, you're going to hear a story or you're going to go to a party where someone gives you alcohol-free alcohol. And first of all, I think that's like the biggest dick move anyone can do. Like, haha, you know, we're tricking you in a perfectly normal way. Like, first of all. Second of all, Nia says, if you're Welsh in the forest and no one's around to hear it, are you really Welsh? Thank you very much, Nia. Wait, Nia, that's a very Welsh name, right? No, wait, Milos sounds Greek. Are you a Welsh Greek person? A Greek? You know, one of the things about America, I've always wondered, because like, if you're Greek and Welsh, if you're Greek, I feel like you can be American Greek. I feel like if you're Welsh, you're definitely from Wales, right? Do Welsh people who go to America lose their Welshishness? What's the deal with that? Does anyone know the scoop on that? Anyway, though, Use TNT says, Loon Lao, don't tell me how to live my life. So, yeah, going back to my previous thing, whatever it was. You know, was I on anything before? Probably not. Do we need to go back to it? Probably so. Are we going to? No. Welsh is a feeling. Yeah, Welsh is more than just a nationality. It's a state of mind. It's a thing we can all be when we believe in ourselves. If we channel the spirits, we channel our inner... Actually, I need to scroll back and find out who donated all those days ago saying I'm Welsh. So 2 days ago... Wait, I'm gonna search. I'm Welsh. Okay, wait, just Welsh? Okay. So... Okay, no, it's not on my list. I can't find it. You know, whoever said I'm Welsh, we've lost them forever. But yeah, I'm a whale. I mean, Wales would speak the Wales language, right? Also, thank you, Joe123 for the £1 super chat. I really appreciate it. Or do I? Or do I? Am I just lying? Am I just saying I appreciate it? You know? Do I really think like, oh yeah, you have your message there. I hate you. But I'm gonna say I like you because you know, that's how you encourage more people to give. Is that really what I'm doing right here? Or maybe this is a whole meta rant to make you doubt yourself, make you think, ooh, should I give toycat money? Is that a good idea? Is he gonna use it to make fun of me? That's the whole thing, right? You just don't know. You don't know until it's too late. You don't know until toycat's already started dropping the bombs. Check your recordings from 2 days ago. Yeah, I guess we'd have to watch the video back and find it that way. But that sounds like... I've got this problem where if I want to get something done, I kind of just accept if it takes more than an hour, I really, really, really need to want to get it done. And I don't reckon I want to get it done that badly. So, I live in America and have an American-born friend who's quite vocal about his Welsh heritage, so get wrecked plaything feline, says Anglo HK. I've never heard of a Welsh American. Never, not a single time. I've heard of literally every other nationality under the sun. Because there's this funny, it's a meme in the UK, right? Where, sorry, it's a meme in like Europe that Americans like to claim they're European because they had 6 generations ago someone from Europe. It's like nice. That's how that one works. Also, how do I denote Deutschmark? Well, you see, the closest currency to the Deutschmark is Bosnia has a currency called the convertible mark, which is pegged at like 1 to 189 of the mark. I think it's actually pegged 1 to 1 to the mark, but then the mark was pegged to the euro. So even though there's no Deutschmark anymore, there's something called a convertible mark, and you can probably donate with that. So, not the answer you're expecting to your question, eh? I love when people ask joke questions and I give them serious answers. Like, you know, it's like, cat, what'd you get when you cross a kangaroo with a sheep? And I'm like, well, you see, kangaroo and sheep DNA are not compatible. So the question is actually quite ridiculous. Would you rather play Minecraft or have a life? Hey, nah. I mean, real life's like Minecraft, but you have less agency over the world, right? Like, has anyone ever been playing real life and thought, you know what? This is great. If only if it was less like Minecraft. You should play Terraria. Terraria equals sick caves. Terraria does have amazing caves, actually. Terraria does have amazing caves. It does have to be said. You cannot deny the caves in Terraria are delightful. Define destroying a desert. No, you. I think this week we're going to have a lot of people questioning my titles, which is a good sign because it means that they're not fans of the channel, which means that I've drawn in some new people for the first time. Wait, actually, right now, if you're watching this live stream, are you a subscriber? And if the answer is no, if the answer is yes, thank you. Let me know. Also, it was Alfie Bean who said it. Hey, Alfie Bean, he is He has been remembered. And I'm laughing too much at the worst joke in the world. But he has been remembered properly. But if you're not a subscriber, also been subscribed for 7 months. Hey, awesome. But if you're not, I'd like to know about how you found the stream today. This is research I do, because you know the one cool thing about YouTube is in theory you can discover new audiences, but no one knows how it all works. So you know, if you'd like to help a man with his little streaming hobby, then and you think to yourself, you know, I don't like this guy enough to give him money, but you are willing to give me information, then that's how you can help me out. Because you know the whole way streams work is you watch it, and then one day you like it enough that you think, I'll give this some of my real people money. So I wish I could join, but I'm kind of stressed on the money since Jack still plays games. Yeah, I want to reiterate this again actually. Even though it makes sense to me to be like, oh no, you're struggling with money, give me some anyway, and worry about the consequences later. No, only give me money if it's your money to give, and if you feel comfortable giving it. You know, like the whole point of tipping, the whole point of the way these streams are funded is it's done in a way where you only do it if it feels good to do it. If you want to, you know, look, it's not like some streamers make their money based on a service-based thing where like, oh yeah, I'm gonna give you, you know, you get to have a private one-on-one call or a postcard, or like, you know, some people can make the money that way. Some people make their money through like guilt basically, or like continuous mentioning it till you just get them to stop. But personally, the model I like best is like, hey, I'm gonna do what I do. If you want to give me money for it, you can. It makes you feel good when you contribute towards things that you agree with. When you support things that you like seeing in the world, it feels good, and you make them exist more. You know? And if you don't like things, then you can uncontribute them and take them out of the world, which I think is wonderful. So, to be honest, there's so much Minecraft you could play, and you could spend a whole week in VR Minecraft. Yeah, I would love to do a ridiculous challenge like that, spending a whole week in there. Like, I know there was a trend, I guess, but like, I spent a whole day in VR Minecraft. It would be fun to do the week version of that, but who knows for sure. Also, the Welsh version of Andrew is Andreas, so toycat, you need to change your name. I'm so sorry. I love pay what you can places. Yeah, I love the concept, because again, even though this seems wacky and counterintuitive to a lot of people, but for the longest time, you basically had to be forced. You could be forced to pay for most things, but because we live in a digital world mostly, like you can do this physically, but it's much harder. But because digital services can be replicated infinitely, i.e., if you pirate, I don't know, if you pirate Pirates of the Caribbean because you like being funny, it doesn't actually take any money away to do it. Whereas if you steal, by the way, toycat, do you watch any lolcows? I do not, sadly. Also, Piggy Wiggy says I'm subscribed to your second and third channel, but not this channel, because I don't want to watch your videos, only your streams. I only got here through YouTube recommendations. Hey, thank you, Piggy Wiggy. Yeah, no, a lot of people say like, oh yeah, I love what you do, toycat. Hate Minecraft, and I find that funny that I've gone to that stage. Like, it's been said so many times recently that I'm starting to realize, like, you know what? There's probably a golden business move in leaving Minecraft behind forever. Also, hey toycat, when's the next realm experiment? Says toycat 5. Soon. I just need to get a second realm set up because I want to do 2 realms for this next one simultaneously again. So who knows? That's a thing that you can maybe expect. Or maybe the realm experiment is that there's no realm experiment ever. It's making people guess when it'll be, when really it's been going on forever. Also, I pirated Pirates of the Caribbean yesterday. Hey, nice one. You know what? Do what you want because a pirate is free. Like, let's be real. They released a movie that encourages pirating. They can't be mad when people pirate their movie. I'm just saying. Please repair your pickaxe. Nah, this pickaxe doesn't need repairing. We can keep going. Are you getting all this to build a fake beach for rich fake people? Ah, I like that reference to the real world. Oh yeah, this is okay. Wait, because I love like mildly ironic, well, not ironic, but I love counterintuitive facts. So one of the things pirates, but it's pronounced like pilots. One of the things I love is the very concept of like yeah, things that are the opposite of what you would guess. So one of the counterintuitive facts in the world is that the world is running out of sand, and you might be thinking, how is that a thing? And the deal is like, even though there's so much sand in the world, the sand that's useful for actual reasons, i.e. beach sand and making islands out of, there's only particular places you can find it. So sand is genuinely running out, which it's just funny to me. Like, oh yeah, there's this resource that everyone hates, no one actually wants. Also, we're running out of it. Same's true for helium and there's a lot of things that are just like slowly running out in this world, and I love it as an abstract concept, I guess. Also, Disney Plus are basically asking for piracy by not launching in the UK. Yeah, so many services. It's like, hey, we're gonna launch only in America, but it's digital content that we could launch anywhere. We just choose not to. And it's like, oh, you're giving it to the rest of the world for free? How kind of you. Like, I don't know, Game of Thrones for a while. Like, they didn't have a UK release. It was just watch in America or watch on the Pirate Bay. Many US beaches import sand. Yeah, I want to say it's Miami as a real thing where they have to keep on adding new sand to the beach. It's like a very expensive effort they do every now and then. I know, I love it as a concept. Like, sand is this wildly common resource, but because it's so useful in building new islands and in like making beaches pretty, and because a lot of people have money and want to live by the beach and want the beach to be pretty, they'll spend a lot of money on it. And there you go, economic forces, aren't they wonderful? But yeah, to finish my Pirates of the Caribbean thoughts, like why you should Pirate of the Caribbean. You shouldn't actually. I think you should choose to support things you like because you make them exist more. But by not supporting them, it's not the same as real life where when you steal an orange, you steal the opportunity for them to sell someone else an orange. When you steal a digital orange, you're only stealing the ability for them to sell you an orange. And if you weren't going to pay for the orange anyway, then it's not so unfair for you to steal it. And a lot of people justify stealing things that they would have paid for with that same logic. But yeah, that's why one of the cool things about when you actually start making your own money is you can start choosing to support things if you want them to exist more in the world. It's like a form of voting, like vote with your wallet, but you can actually, you can vote for games to exist, and you can vote, like, you like Minecraft and you pirated it for all these years, buy the game, show them you like it. Probably a bad example because it's so wildly successful anyway, but yeah, it's that you can actually pirate you can do that, and it's not as cruel as it is in real life, and therefore things can exist for free basically, and try and they can admit that's their model, kind of like this live stream. Live stream's 100% free to watch. I think you might get an ad before watching it sometimes. I can hit a button and have an ad play. Like right now, there's gonna be an ad. Look at that. I just made $2 because I showed you on an ad. That's kind of like a cost to entry, but it's more a time cost than a real cost, right? But yeah, basically, toycat is actually a real cat. It's true. You caught me, Will Carson. But why, Andrew? Why? Did it actually work? I'm curious. Also, you say Premium Gang, GBay? I think I still made my $2 from you because YouTube Premium users still get that charged or whatever. But so yeah, the way the stream works is it's free, and then you can choose to pay for it if you like it that much. And if you don't like it that much, you can watch it anyway. Or if you like it, but you literally don't have a source of income, free for you too. It's a very, very democratized way of doing things. And then obviously, I think this isn't my full-time thing, like a lot of streamers are. I just go on ad. We got. Okay, it's interesting the division of people who do and don't. So maybe I made less than $2 there. How sad. I could hit that button like 10 times in a row if I wanted to, and then I could make $20. Your boy knows how to make a profit on YouTube. I don't know what to do next actually. I guess we'll stray some more sandstone. Let's do that, I guess.
Bath in stingers or salmonella.
Bath in stingeringers or salmonella. Would I rather have a bath in stingers? What is stingers, by the way? Or salmonella? Salmonella sounds pretty unpleasant, actually. Salmonella sounds pretty bad. Can we do this to shifting sandlands? Is that the desert level in Super Mario 64? Shifting Sandlands. It is! Okay, look at me, my memory of... You know, I can't remember things that happened like 2 days ago, but I can remember 20 years ago playing Shifting Sandlands, and the name of that level even. Shifting Sandlands was always one of my least favorite levels, just because of the thing. Have a stream that's just ads. That is a great idea. This desert is destroyed worse than my marriage. Wait, I missed the name on that one. That was from... Wait, then it's vanished. I can't find it. Oh, from the video game Weenie. Really appreciate it, man. What are you doing? Toycat, do you know Frisians? I do know Frisians. One of the mods on the stream is from Friesland. They sound ridiculous. You know, Frisian is theoretically the closest language to English, I want to say, too. Like, the closest actually used language to English in the world. It's like that, followed by, like, Afrikaans, followed by Dutch. And I find that wacky, personally. I love... Because, you know, learning languages as an English speaker, it's hard. It's not really even necessary, because, like... And it's not even really appreciated, generally speaking. I think they patched reverse psychology. It says Oberon. We take air for granted. We do take air for granted. You know what? Everyone, let's have an official day of the year where no one uses any air. Let's really show the world that we don't need air and air doesn't need us. By the way, I think we're doing pretty successfully right here. Should we take this sand over to the end? Should we start placing it there already? I think that could be kind of fun. So let's pick up all the full shock boxes. This one, as well as these couple. And maybe we should take it to the end already. Oh, thank God it's raining now rather than after I wake up. Also, stingers are stinging nettles. Okay, so bath in stinging nettles or get salmonella. I guess I'd bathe in stinging nettles because this has always worked for me. Stinging nettles only sting if you touch them lightly. I think if you went full on, just like bunny jump in. No, wait, bunny jump? Cannonball? Ugh. I don't know why I have to do this so often. My arms don't work correctly, I guess. Toycat, is it possible to donate via credit card? Via PayPal, maybe? We don't have a credit card here, dude. The only problem with PayPal is I don't want money going to my PayPal account. If that makes... Like, I don't... PayPal has the refundable, like, you know, chargeback system where no matter... Even if you do it wrongly, PayPal slides of you and it's like... I don't really want that as a system. Because it's a service that is provided instantly, I don't like the idea of any form of refund in that way. And because PayPal doesn't care about streamers, because why would they? They'll always side with you on that one. So pro tip, if any streamer accepts PayPal, you can just get them that way. What I actually recommend doing is trying to use PayPal to buy to get a gift card. A Visa gift card, I think they're called. Like, it's like a debit card, but it's prepaid, and then you can pay for anything online that way. But yeah, PayPal is not the best thing to accept if you are a online person. So, remember when the UN tried to make that language that was universal? Are you thinking of it's got a green flag, Esperanto? Which wasn't actually a UN language. I think it's like a common misconception. It was made by a bunch of people who were just like, hey, we would like a universal language. So they tried to combine like every major language together to make it easy to learn for every major language family. And they made like a mess of a language that most people didn't go with. It's a whole thing. My prepaid card didn't work with Streamlabs. Oh, that's sad. Yeah, no, it's there is this whole thing of like the idea. Okay, you know, actually, let me explain this one to you because this isn't a rational thing, but it is to me. Like, I don't like the idea of chargebacks because they're a thing that so many people know they can exploit, and like basically, you know, it's a way of like cheating you, right? Like, haha, you thought I paid you, but I still have my money at the end of this. And it's like, screw you, man. Like, I don't want anyone to feel like they have that victory of me. Whereas to do a credit card chargeback, you have to break the law by submitting a false claim. And then even then, I don't think the money comes back from me. YouTube gets screwed. And then if YouTube wants to come after you legally, it's on them, you know? Or it's Streamlabs in that case. I like it going through an intermediary before it gets to me. Because then it's not my problem if you commit credit card fraud. Toycat, your green screen is showing. Ooh, how embarrassing, Sam Tibet. Any other sandboxes in 2019? I'm Frisian, says Cheyenne Aradema. Then I can confirm you are very weird. That is not what most people are. Most people are in fact not from Friesland. Also, do you like my shovel? Do you think we should repair this, or do you think we should keep going? I reckon we should keep going. Also, any other sandbox in 2019? Like sandbox games, you mean? Or joke about this being a sandbox? I'm looking forward to the new Far Cry. Wait, Far Cry... It's probably already out, actually. Far Cry 6. So Far Cry New Dawn is coming out February... Oh, wait. That's the... That came out this year. Oh. Didn't hear about that one. Far Cry 7, I guess, would be? Far Cry 7. Okay, well, I guess there isn't a Far Cry game coming out later this year. I always find those pretty interesting to play. Oh, no! We broke our shovel. Sorry, chat. I love the pain I can inflict on people. You seem smart, so why are you streaming? Says Matthew 112 98799. I'm not smart. I'm an idiot. I just say words in an order that people enjoy, and then I pretend it's smart. That's all I do. There's no cleverness behind any of this, based on the fact that you just saw that. Yeah, everyone in chat was telling me to repair the shovel, and you know what I do when people tell me to do stuff, right? Have we not learned this lesson yet? Have we not learned our lessons? I want to donate, but can't afford it, so please can you play an ad on my behalf, says NT. I would do it, but I genuinely try not to annoy people too much. So let's repair this shovel, even though it's probably too expensive to repair. Let's just make a new shovel. Like we have sticks, right? Yeah, sticks. And we have somewhere in this box diamonds. There we go. Let's make a brand new shovel. Let's not even enchant it. Let's just have a shovel and use a nice default one. Or we could repair this one, actually. Probably. I'm not sure if that does work. Let's believe. Ooh, a few too many levels for us. A little rich for me. Sandbox games to recommend. Oh, I actually don't have any to recommend. Like, I like the sandbox genre, but I just haven't really been into it. December's usually the month I get the busiest on YouTube, so I don't play as many non-Minecraft games. So I literally am just, like, out of it on the gaming space. But that's fine to me. I don't mind being out of it in this particular way. So let's grab ourselves one lapis. Let's enchant a level 1. What are we going to get, guys? I don't know. It's really exciting. Is it efficiency 1? Oh, somehow it's efficiency 1. We did it. And now we've got another efficiency 1 shovel. And we can put this back in here until later we repair that. Victim blaming us for shovel breaking woes. Tisk tisk. Look, I'm actually, you're not. I'm going to go ahead and say that on the one hand, technically victim blaming. On the other hand, my policy, if you tell me what to do and I'll do the opposite, is very widely known. It is something I have stated time and time again. So really it is on you if you choose to ignore it. After all of these warnings, you know. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on all of you. It's like the thing about my streams being late. People are always like, oh, Toycat, why is this stream late? You said it would be at this time, and then you moved it back 5 minutes. And it's like, what was the last stream I did, right? I showed up exactly the time I mentioned the first time. You know, Toycat stream, it's not a Toycat stream, but it's not late. If you haven't caught onto that by now, your pattern recognition is concerning to me. Oh, you updated the text. Yeah, I did, Pit Rose. I'm proud of me. I did it. I made this happen. I believed in myself, and I did it wonderfully. Also, I agree, Spoily Hamster. It's not a Toycat stream, but it's not late. Also, you moved it back half an hour today. I moved it back 29 minutes, Darth Solex. Stop exaggerating. It literally was 29 minutes. Although I did it slowly. Because if you're actually curious about why, it's because, like, in the case of this one, I was like, I should eat before I stream. And then, like, eating, I made food, but then it was really bland, so I had to make it better. And it's like, I'm not going to start streaming if I'm hungry. Because you're not you when you're hungry. And people come to the live streams for me, I hear. Not for the incessant rants of a hungry man. So that's why we do it. They're starting a revolution. So if we tell you to not fix your tools, you'd fix them, says Boopanor Abdums. Yeah, that's, if everyone says, Toycat, break your shovel, then maybe I would be encouraged to not do so. I don't know for sure if that's how that works. I'm just theorizing. Again, I don't like that this is how I am. I wish I could take recommendations from people. I feel like I'd enjoy that, right? Don't take your top off. Okay then, I guess you have asked for it. Wait, why is the creeper not invisible? Oh, it's the colors change. Maybe if I up the light a bunch. Here's me under the. Oh, I look rough under a bright light. It's meant to smooth out all your imperfections, which is why there's lights on all the model shoots and stuff. But you know, it just shines a light on all of mine. Break your shovel, break everything. It says dramatic fool. See, now I can just tell that's impolite. I wonder what the chances of being read out by a streamer are. Says SS stats. Honestly, you can base it on the rate of the chat and the rate they're responding, right? It's a pretty easy calculation. So I respond to a comment maybe once every 30, 40 seconds. And there's probably a comment every second, so 1 in 30 or 40. One of the challenges I've got a hand off, because when you're a small streamer, you can just read out like 80% of your chat. Pretty much everyone can be interacted with. But when you get to a certain site, I'm not saying I've ever been a small streamer, but at this point, one of the things I've got to try and do is read off all of the chat, and then read it as I'm going along, work out what's interesting, and at the same time, I've got to keep talking about the previous thing or whatever I am, and then we can work on that, you know. And it's surprisingly hard, I would say. Like it's harder than it should be. So something I'm considering doing. Tell me if you like this idea, chat. But I'm considering having someone sit there, read the chat, and then feed the most interesting messages to me, and then I can read them out that way. I don't know. It feels almost fake. It's not actually fake, but like, I don't like when you corporatize things too much. I kind of like the idea of like, you know, I'm just a dude playing a game, responding to your messages. Like, Bacon Bietz, he asked the terrible question, which is, are villagers Jewish? Haha, because they're noses, right? I'm actually going to make a little play on that in my upcoming religious-related video, which I think I've mentioned once before. It feels better if you read it, says Ernesto Ernie. Yeah, apparently there is like a cool thing, like, you know, it's a form of entertainment, but then when it recognizes you, it's like, whoa, that's kind of cool. How does he/she tell what's interesting and which are not, says Stephen Wang? So it'd have to be someone who knows me and knows what I find interesting. So like right now, read the chat by Geo the Mako Gamer. Really boring message. Geo the Mako Gamer, you suck. See, this is how you get popular live streaming. You insult your fan base. Jamie Plop says his wife reads while he plays. Mate, I didn't have a clue that you had a Minecraft channel. I love your geography videos. Just watch your video about Spain's borders. Hug from Portugal, says Fola Di Papo. See, isn't it crazy how often this happens? Thank you, Folha, for the €5.49 super chat. Really appreciate it. I have a video coming out soon on that channel, actually. It's like, I had my editor do a quick pass on it. I'm talking about every single one of the 50 American states and what I know about it. It was a really, really long video. And I want to make another one, just like controversial opinions soon, maybe. Hey, Toycat, I'm very late to the stream. Glad to catch it. Something about Santa Cruz, and then I missed the rest of it. How sad. I found the Santa Cruz equivalent of the Joker stairs today. Did anything notable happen to you today? My day was really exciting. Let me tell you what happened. So I woke up at maybe 8 AM, and I was like, I'm ready to start my day. I procrastinated for about 4 hours, and then was like, I'm ready to take a nap. I'll take 20-minute nap, and then right into making this video, I will. And then I actually napped for 4 hours. Because I drank energy drink thinking it'd wake me up. It just stopped me from fully sleeping, but I didn't actually wake up either. It was, you know, it was a clever idea that just happened to go wrong, okay? But yeah, so basically, long story short, my day was very exciting. My schedule is not leaving the house at Oberon. Ooh, very exciting schedule. So, oh, and actually, I've got a friend invited me to go to the local, not the local pub. Go to a local pub. It's not the local. It's a nearby pub to where I live. That's very exciting. I said I'd stream Minecraft, and that I might. Well, actually, let's real quick. He said, nope. Okay, he hasn't said anything in a while. But yeah, I said maybe I would. What I'll do is I'll do a maybe drinking stream, and then we'll see if I make it there. Because here's the real vodka, which I didn't go through, by the way. Or is this the fake vodka, and I poured the real vodka in there? Who knows for sure? I just know this is clear, and therefore I'm not drinking alcohol. But yeah, I was shocked by the fact that I was shocked that some people actually do think I'm drunk every stream. Because it's like, man, you know, like Do you have that little faith in my ideas? But then I think, like, actually, I probably do act vaguely insane at that point. Do you think cop will affect your channel? Says respect that sheep. So honestly, if it affects some channels, it's going to be like the toy review channels first, right? But I've never targeted my content at kids, so I'm pretty certain I'm safe. Just in case you're under the age of like 13 and you're watching this, your parents don't love you, Santa Claus isn't real, the Tooth Fairy is just your parents giving you money in exchange for a painful experience, so you shut up about your teeth. The Easter Bunny is actually a rabbit, not a bunny. And if, you know, even though the Easter Bunny is real, unlike the other ones, then, you know, sad news. You know, Easter Bunny actually died 10 years ago and your dad's been filling in for ever since. What other facts can we correct right here? But yeah, now you know. If you're under 13, you should leave for those reasons. I just... he lies. But yeah, no, what else can we say if you're under the age of 13? Like, oh yeah, life is sad and depressing and everyone's just lying to you to make you go to school right now. You're about to enter the worst phase of your life if you're under 13. Look forward to that. Burn their dreams. Oh yeah, wait. Here's another one. Here's another one to... this is depressing. Jesus, my 6-year-old can hear you, says Lisa Steele. Oh no, look what I did. The man on the internet was joking. Wait, no, I can't. You can't even be kid friendly. Apparently, you can't be kid attractive, and kid attractive sounds like a way for pedophiles to describe different kids they see. But yeah, those are the official rules apparently. When you anyway, so I wonder if toycat. So someone told me the first grades in my school that Santa isn't real. The teacher got triggered. I mean, here's the thing, right? Like, you can... There's no reason to believe anyone who says that it's not a real person, right? It's something that you instinctive... Like, it's like if someone says to you, oh yeah, God's not real, you're not immediately going to be like, I'm not a Christian anymore. No one ever does that, right? It's not a... It's not a thing, because it's like... I guess maybe, like, it's a bit different with Santa, because you have that moment where you're like, wait a minute, it is suspicious. But like, then it makes you wonder, like, you know what, if it can be refuted the moment the first person says something about it, is it a very good story, you know? Like, good stories need to hold up to like evidence, because you know, it's like I don't know. Here's a good one, for example. One of the lies that's in everyone's life. If you're 13, by the way, here's a lie in your life. Someone who says they have a girlfriend or a boyfriend, but he goes to a different school, or she goes to a different school. Or maybe it's a girlfriend from Canada. It's a very American TV show thing, right? But I used to be a 9-year-old, but after YouTube's latest announcements, I turned 19 according to PewDiePie. But yeah, no, I feel like yeah, if a lie isn't convincing, if a lie can be broken by someone just telling you it's a lie, it's not a very good lie. Lies have to stand up to scrutiny by having like a built-in, you know, like make you not want to believe it's a lie. And I'm just saying, if you have a 9-year-old watching this who actually did just stop believing in Santa, maybe he never believed in Santa in the first place, you know? Because with me it was like, okay, let me talk about my childhood actually. You know, let's turn this into therapy session with toycat again. But like, I always vaguely knew that there was something up with this story about this magic man who goes all over the world in 24 hours and somehow knows exactly about every kid he's never met before, you know? It's like,
I have been trying to catch you streaming for a couple days. I'm new to the channel and I love your content.
Thank you very much, Rage Mode 138. Really appreciate it for the $10 super chat. I've been trying to catch you for the last couple of days. The good news for you is we're streaming every day for the next 9 days. It's streamless, so we're streaming for some healthy number of days, including today. Isn't it wonderful? I use religion as an example of why he's real. If you believe him, then that's what matters. Yeah, exactly, right? Like, I agree with that as logic, actually. Even though, like, you can use the exact same arguments for both, right? Like, there are I looked up to see if Santa was real, and I was scarred for life. But the thing is, like, you can look up. This is what I don't get. Okay, I don't want this to be a religion-based video. Please don't give me your thoughts about the comparison between them. But like, you can convince. No one's ever Googled like, is God real? Why is that? Also, King Cobra says another thing to ruin their dreams is that I'm not Welsh. Says Cryptic Cobra. Oh man, Cryptic Cobra, wait till they're older. Don't ruin the 9-year-old's life like that. But no, yeah. So yeah, if you are under the age of 13, 1, sorry, your parents don't love you, and 2, Santa is something I want. You know, big toycat wants you to believe Santa's not real, because then you'll be following all of this stuff. Don't cause a chat war on religion, toycat. See, I'm trying to move away from the Santa thing because I feel actually bad. There was like 2 or 3 parents in there like, oh, you just ruined my kid. And I'm sure they're joking. I'm sure they're people messing with me. But I'm wondering like, oh no, what if there was like a parent watching with their kid? And what if that actually did just happen? Because I like to believe that like, oh yeah, almost got me there. But I'm not sure that is the actual case. What happened to the no religion, no politics rule? Again, I got thwarted. That, you know, this is what you do. Whenever you say something bad, you just cover it up with like, oh, what's this? Chat's mad with me of something. You know, like, if chat won't stop talking about something, easy way is to cover it up with something else. Like, oh, looks like everyone's talking about the God thing. How do we get away from that? Politics. So leave in chat right now a detailed description of whether you think Trump is a good or a bad president. You know, like, go as long in there as you like, be as emotional as you like. Talk about how great he is or how bad he is. Type a whole paragraph about it as well, actually. Throw that in the chat right now, and then we'll get away from the God thing. And then to get away from that, we'll talk about something else, and we can keep doing this endlessly until the chat moves on, right? So there's a great idea for you all. So he's overall an all-right president. See, that's the one opinion you never hear about Trump, right? No one's ever just like, you know what? Great thing about the 2016 election is there were just 2 great candidates. We were spoiled for choice, really. Why is Toycat such a mad lad? Says cool pancakes. I don't know if I am a mad lad, but I appreciate the mad lad offering a fellow. Oh yeah, look. Okay, now the chat's very politics heavy. Look at this. I'm playing you all like an orchestra here. Now chat. Everyone type in right now your favorite color. Everyone just leave in, what's your favorite color? I'm partial to blue, but depending on the thing, sometimes I like it black, you know? I was wearing a black t-shirt earlier. I think there we go. Favorite colors pouring in. I can play you like a violin, chat. I am the master of this one. And then we can move on. And then we can move on from that to something a little bit easier. So yeah, this is where we're taking all the shulker boxes, by the way. So let's get on the boat. So, does anyone know how to get a boat to go perfectly straight on ice? Because I can never quite do it. Like, I always make some small mistake. Why did I think your favorite color was green? Green is such an ugly color. Like, I know this is literally my branding for my logo. I sit in front of a green screen all day. Wait, do you want to see my green screen? I bet you all want to see my green screen. I sit in front of a green screen all day. And I'm wearing a green t-shirt. My logo is green. And if you become a member or super chat, it goes in bright green text, right? Also, money is green, and I love money. I've clarified a few times before. However, I don't want to... However, despite that being a thing... Okay, oh look, I'm invisible again. What can I do that's fun, actually? I can make myself not transparent. I can do a lot of fun things, okay? I bought green from Rainbow. Toycat for president, says Joshua Robson. Thank you very much for the $5 Australian. Actually, I just realized I can do the same color correction thing to go white if I want to. You know, when people say that I'm white, this is why. Oh god, you don't actually go all the way white this way. Oh god. So yeah, this is why I like to. Well, you know, when someone says like white person, I'm like, this is what I'm imagining. Also, thank you for the $5 Australian. Toycat for president, really appreciate it. Also, just before that, I'm gonna fall off because I'm not looking. This is really dangerous to do this while not looking at the screen. I don't want to film manipulated like this, says Forrest Madden. I totally agree with the logic that, like, you know, who doesn't want to be played like a violin? But, you know, this is just This is just my realm of mastery. Also, to get away from religion and politics, let's talk about eyeball licking. Oh, I haven't told the eyeball licking story. So, recap for anyone who hasn't watched the stream before. I've said this before, but I think, like, if someone wouldn't let you lick their eyeball, they probably don't love you. I think I've said this one a few times before. Because I think it's true. Like, you know, if love is unconditional, eternal, and, like, absolute, then why can't someone lick your eyeball? They can do much worse things than lick your eyeball. Think about the hygiene involved of putting your, you know, your waste disposal part in someone else's waste disposal part. Pretty gross, right? But that's how we make other human beings. If you're watching this and your parents are there, waste disposal and waste disposal is how humans are made. That's how you were made. Again, this is I really gotta stop doing that because again, you gotta be very anti-children on YouTube to avoid being hit by those regulations. Anyway, so because I don't want someone to fondle my retinas with their tongue. So yeah, here's my update to that story. So I licked an eyeball recently, and I want to tell you about how it was because I had no idea what to expect. I was thinking like I touched my eyeball. Wait, this freaks people out. Oh, look at this! Can touch my own eyeball because when you put contacts in, you have to learn to touch your eyeballs without like they basically what they do for the first like hour is they just make you touch your eye until you're comfortable with it. Because it's fine to touch your eye. It's just skin, you know. It's weird. By the way, look, I ruined my end. Wait, is my second villager gone too? Okay, no, he's in bed. What I accidentally made, I made the mistake of, like, I pressed left trigger on a bed. Didn't even realize it. It was a whole thing. Anyway, so I assumed the eyeballs would taste how they touched. And I couldn't really imagine that properly. But I did it recently. Okay, so we're going to put these sand blocks, like, over here. Yeah, this makes sense to me. So sand, sand. This is wheat mostly, so we'll put it in a different place over here. And then another sand one. And then another sand one. And then we can pick up the same shulker boxes, actually, I think. And we can move the sand. Oh, this is sandstone, mostly. So we can now move the sand over to one of these barrels. And we can have a sand barrel. I really need some context here. So anyway, so recently, I made a joke about licking someone's eyeball. And they're like, you know what? Maybe, you know, someday that'd be possible. And then, you know, turns out, the day came. The day where Toycat could finally see what it was like. Because, can you even imagine, right? You can't physically imagine what it'd be like to have your tongue on an eyeball. Like, what does an eyeball even feel like? You can't feel your eye. You can just see out of it. The main sensation for your eyeball is sight, which can't be quantified through pain or touch or for anything else. So yeah, basically, I was curious, endlessly so, and recently I was very lucky to be put out of my misery on that one. I'm feeling sick thinking about licking someone's eye, says Claudia Harder. Again, you know, if you want to have a loving relationship, you've got to learn how to lick an eyeball or two. Also, I'm not Welsh, but I'm also Welsh. Hey, thank you very much for the €2.29 super chat. No, senpai. No, senpai, don't do this to me. It's a very concerning username right there. Also, there we go. The guy's picked up the bread. So I want this guy to be filled with bread. I don't know how we properly do that. It's always funny to see it just bounce on his head a little bit. So we'll leave that there. I'm sure he's saturated or whatever. Then we'll put these in the chest over there. Then we'll grab up... I think this one's empty now. Oh, it's got sand left in it. Huh, interesting. So we want to grab the empty boxes, mostly. I guess these are the most two empty. And now we're going to go back to the desert with them. And we're going to use the rest of our shovel. And we're going to do it. Story time, I licked an eyeball. Oh, but let me tell you about this. So, because I kind of left the story halfway there. You know, it's hard to even imagine what an eyeball would taste like. You know, what is an eyeball? But I have an update for you all. Because it's like a bouncy ball. It's like rubber. So yeah, Iris Handelrod. The eyeball, it didn't have a taste. It distinctly didn't. Like I gave it like a proper bounce. And it just had like, it was like rubber. It was literally like the tastelessness of a rubber thing. And yeah, that's my kind of story. Why do you sound like a villager? Because I am a villager, okay? Now you know my secret. I totally have a girlfriend that lives in Australia. Oh yeah, me too. I have 4 girlfriends in Australia. Fun fact. Whose eyeball did you lick, says Spoily Hamster? Look, I'm just saying. My second date topics include, give me your Minecraft world, babe. I'd like to review it for you know, to see how good of a person you are. And hey, do you mind if I lick your eyeball? These actually, I think they were both first date topics. But you know, it's important to get them out of the way early. I'm so glad I started the whole eye licking ball trend, says Jube. You've started something horrific. A proper bounce, says Grand Goose Fancy Duck. Yeah, it was a proper bounce bug. It was like, my tongue had almost bounced off. And I was expecting it to cause like great pain, but it didn't, because again, the only part of your eyeball that is really painful is the main bit. Going back to waste disposal argument, one of those is definitely not waste disposal unless you're calling children waste, as well as hobbies. Also, WTF is the story man. You asked for the eye. It was you who said we should go back to it, I think. So this is all on you. This is all on you. I need to get out and place the torch here. Oh god, so nervous every time I have to do something here. So there's a torch missing right here for some reason. Don't know why. Just know it is. And let's get this one going on the road again. Just don't eat chili or peppermint before licking someone's eyeball. Yeah, usually my mouth is very minty, and that is bad for that. Can I lick your eyeball? Says Cryptic Cobra. You know what, Cryptic Cobra? If we were in a series, if we liked each other that amount, then yeah, that'd be a great idea, right? Why not? Wouldn't that be a great way to show it? Also, Aerospace Nerd donates £3.81. Said, toycat, I had a girl over the first time in my life, and she told me she is gay. I'm L? I'm all. Oh wait, she told me she is gay. Oh, FML. I can't read Fs apparently. Okay, so first of all, pretty offensive to the gay community. Okay, so here's my actual thoughts on that one. It's good, like, you might think, like, oh yeah, I'm about to get lucky, and then she's like, oh yeah, actually, I only like girls, and I have noticed that you are not a girl. But it's better this than, like, you have your first kiss, and then she's like, ooh, that reminded me of kissing my dad. Actually, I don't think I like kissing guys at all. Imagine being the first guy a girl kisses, and she's like, definitely not into this, actually. I'm gonna try, you know, that would hurt way more. Whereas she opened up about her feelings, and as a result, you should write a dating manual. I totally should, right? Wait, idea chat. What if, like, just a book on all this terrible dating advice lined up in one place? Because as I've learned from the whole, as I've learned from many of the terrible movements online, you don't need to give good advice. You just need to give advice, and then people will be interested in it. So yeah, toycat's guide to dating. What do you reckon, chat? You reckon that's a golden one? Because I could write all the terrible stories in there. I've had many an exciting date in my day. In my date, I guess you could say. I would write a manual. Again, you know, I think we've just invented a business idea right here. So why did you choose the Ocelot skin? Because I'm called IBX Toycat, and when they brought out Ocelot skins for Xbox, it was the closest thing to a cat they had. Like, I was previously, I think it's called Fidget from another game, and then another large YouTuber also became that skin, and now all those videos, people accuse me of copying that other large YouTuber. I'm still bitter. We're good friends, but I'm still bitter. I'm still bitter with your boy Stampy for that one. But also, thank you FoxVLine10 for the 99-cent super chat. But yeah, so I used to be like a random thing from Dust, Tales of Elysian or something, and then they launched a cat skin, and I was like, oh, how exciting! And then I realized, like, you know what? I could be an Ocelot. It's more exciting than just a cat. So was the person's eyeball the girls who Minecraft World you reviewed? I can neither confirm nor deny they are the same person. Also, thank you very much, Aerospace Nerd, for becoming a member on the channel. Oh wait, you're an Aerospace Nerd too. Wow. See, look, there's two of us in the world. It's not just me. I can tell my mother about this one. Like, yeah, you think my interests are dumb? Well, Aerospace Nerd, he supported the channel with $4.99 a month subscription that's gonna provide a regular income to the channel while also giving him access to emojis. I give the manuals to my future children who ask me questions about dating, says Claudia Stone Stacy. Oh, I killed it with a shovel. Interesting. I think that's a genius idea. Again, I just feel like everyone who's gonna get some dating going needs to read a book of all the bad things you shouldn't be doing. All us girls will be swooning after reading that bad boy. I really want to do this. Again, I think it's a terrible idea, but I think that's why I really want to do it anyway. So, I genuinely might just get some graphics made for that. I'm gonna hit up my graphics guy. I'm gonna ask him, make like a joke cover, and if the joke cover's good enough, we'll work with it from there. And now you know, if that ever happens, this was the genesis of that idea. These live streams lead into terrible ideas that genuinely might happen. When you're sad, you make poor financial decisions. This is not one of them, says Aerospace Nerd. Hey, I actually this is one of my favorite money tips in the world. Also, thank you, Carrots Castle. Carrots Castle? A castle of carrots? A castle owned by carrots? Whatever. Thank you very much for the £1.09 super chat. Do appreciate it, Mr. Castle Man, or Woe Man. You know, I don't know your gender. I just know that you've got carrots in your name. So, do you realize the chat without donations is ramen? No. Everyone knows that's where the cow skin is best. So, wait, that's why the cow... Whatever. I don't quite get it, but I believe in me anyway. If I want to start streaming, what should I do / get? You need to... On a PC, it's really easy. You just need a microphone and a webcam. So there you go. Easy stuff. What do you get? Those things. When do you get them? ASAP, I guess. So explain when to move from nose licking to eye licking. Nose kissing to eye licking. Arguments on dating yourself by IBX Toyboy. First of all, IBX Toyboy, genius pseudonym to publish this under. Second of all, it is really hard to know when you should kiss a girl on the nose versus when you should ask for the eyeball lick. Again, you want to know when this person is committed to you, and the only way you can know that is obviously. I am going to be back right now. Actually, hello, I'm back. So yeah, stream. My PC crashed, which means the stream crashed. There's this really tragic fact. I used to think it was just me, but it happens to every streamer. When a stream goes down, all the viewers like leave because they're like, oh, it must have ended. And you know, something like 50-60% of viewers never come back, or if they do, it takes hours. And as a result, you know what? We were pretty close to the end time anyway, I would say. And yeah, thank you very much for showing up, everyone who did. You made the time a blast. But now I have a couple of things I need to do. One is, we gotta put this sand away, and we gotta probably like take some sandstone with it as well, because I don't know if we have enough sandstone in the end. We probably do actually. This is probably a good amount of sandstone. So yeah, we're gonna take this shulker box of us to the end, and we're gonna start placing that a bunch. So expect in a couple of days to see a placing sand for X number of minutes stream. I've got to cover my entire end island in sand. It's gonna be fun, in my opinion. And yeah, that's a thing you can expect to see in a couple of days, or in a few days. For now, though, again, like I said, it's kind of a natural breaking point in the stream that I was at anyway. So we'll say, yeah, toycat's dating manual. I'll get some graphics made, and I'll let you know. If you never see it, then good. The universe has decided that the world does not need that. And yeah, I had a good time today. Thank you for showing up. I will be streaming tomorrow, because you know what? I'm streaming every day. That's the way this one works. Every day a toycat stream, if you will. And yeah, thank you very much for watching today's live stream, because you know, without you watching, I wouldn't be streaming. Would I? Probably not. I will be the last donation. I agree with that. Thank you, Cryptic Cobra. Thank you to everyone else who super chatted today. You know, the donations aren't necessary, the tips aren't necessary, but they give me a good feeling when I'm like, hey, I goofed around for an hour and a half, and then people decided to pay me, so I goofed around for an extra half hour. It was really great. Thank you for watching, because I'll see you in the next one, internet friendos. Goodbye. I lied. It's not the real end yet. Yeah, that was just to get the fake fans out of the way. Now it's just me and you, real internet brother, friend. So yeah, no, this is my real outro now. Goodbye. I'm going to be seeing you in a day or so. Actually, more like 20 hours. I'll see you there. Bye.